Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the first video I am recording, but I've been waiting to do this for a long time. But I kept myself back from doing it because I was afraid of putting myself out there. And I was afraid of sitting down and reflecting on my own thoughts. And I was afraid of people that know me to see me on the internet, and I was afraid of strangers that don't know me to see me on the internet. But here I am, after 3 times of shooting this video and everything going badly. I'm shooting it again. I have to say, on the previous times I was speaking slower because I felt like that would be the set tone of my videos. But I also feel like I'm frustrated right now. So it's coming out a bit more quick, but we're working with it because that's how I feel. So that's what I'm putting out there. So you might be asking yourself, who is this person that is sitting in front of me and why should I listen to them? So hello everyone, my name is Nat and I'm creating this YouTube channel as a space for me to talk and rumble and self-reflect because there are too many things happening within my head, and I just want a space for me to talk, and a space where there's no one on the other side that feels that needs to respond to what I'm saying, because sometimes you just need to rumble. And so the internet exists for that. But beyond that, I would like to create a safe space for me to reflect in, and also a space where it doesn't need to make sense. As a person that's been on the internet for so many years, I have to say that a lot of the content that I've stumbled across is from people that have it figured out, or people that want to help you figure it out, and I'm not about that. I don't want to have anything figured out. I'm realizing that I'm on a constant journey of self-exploration and artistic exploration, and I want to embrace that, and I want to help other people to do so as well. So I felt like putting myself out there and raising my voice and putting my journey out there would be inspiring, at least for one person, to do that as well. And hopefully, little by little, we'll all come outside from the shadows that we're in. So yeah, I am in this video gonna talk mostly regarding my artistic exploration and the journey that I've been in for the last million years. Um, that's slightly not true. It's not a million years. But yes, I started expressing myself artistically since a very young age, but my memory recollection is mostly throughout my teenagehood. I was a child that could not stick with something for the life of them. So naturally, I changed so many different hobbies. I started with dance, and I have to say that's the thing I stuck with the most. But even that, I changed a lot of different styles of dance within that. And then I got into sketching, and then I discovered water paint, and I was thinking that that would be my life's journey. And then I discovered clay, and I felt that that was such a magical medium. Like, I can use the actual earth to produce something that's amazing. And for more of my adult years, I've been wanting to tap more into performance, but I've been really shy and insecure. And I want to say insecure might be the word for this video because it explains a lot of the things that I did or did not do until now. So yeah, fast forward within my 20s, I am in Rome and I'm studying there. And after a whole year of changing around different friend groups, I finally I finally find people that I surround myself with and I feel like I'm resonating. I found people that were on the same path of not knowing, of wanting to create and wanting to do things, but feeling too self doubty about it. Can you hear that? That's from the outside. So, yeah, we kind of all stuck together. It started off with like collaborating here and there, either with like creating together, making events within the city, and finally we decided, hell, like we're all doing art, let's put an exhibition together. But no one of us felt like going within a gallery or through something that felt more formal because of where we were at that certain moment. So one of my friends had an apartment in the center of the city, and the rooftop was so beautiful. So we decided we're gonna throw an exhibition there, and we're gonna do it during sunset time. We're gonna invite everyone and anyone that we know in the city, and then create the most magical vibes there. In fact, the name of the exhibition was Dream Central, and for a lot of us was quite like one of the first times that we were putting our work out there for people to see and observe, and yeah, for our work to be talked about, I guess. And for that, I felt like working with something new. I was still in the sphere of like, I am engaging in so many different mediums. I really want to find something that helps me combine all of that. So I came up with video performance. And mind you, during that time, I had no idea that that was a thing, that there was a whole world out there, a whole artistic practice. For me, it was just a way to combine a lot of different things. So I love movement, I love writing, and I also love editing. So that was a way for me to express through movement, um, to also maybe be able to write something and use it as a narration, and then still having the ability to curate what the person would receive by editing it. And so I did my first video performance, and I was so afraid to put it out there, but it happened. And it was quite a beautiful experience in the sense that people could resonate with it. I had people coming up to me and resonating with this exploration and doubt and not knowing. And that made me feel very much seen. So I decided that that would be a thing that I would like to discover more. And so I applied for a residency, and it was quite the first time that I was doing a residency. I didn't know what to expect, but it felt like something that was more serious. Like me as an outsider, I perceived it as something that people who know what they're doing are going into. When I got the residency, I was quite excited, as this was more of like a reputable institution within the city. I felt so fearful. But we arrived there, and I met the other residents, which were people from across the world. And we got to spend together, I want to say, 2 weeks. And every day we had a different lecture or interaction with someone from the sphere, but also with people that have worked with art, or their art practice is more of within an academic level. So it was beautiful to see their own work, but also contemplate my own work with them and see how this could be a thing that I could really evolve, and it could take different forms, and I could maybe tap more into soundscapes, or I could like manipulate my visuals more or in a different way. And yeah, even though what I produced during that time wasn't something that I was necessarily proud of, it did make me feel more confident into I want to do this and I want to take myself more seriously within it. It helped me really like establish more of an everyday practice, and it helped me to see my creativity not as something that comes in flows, but as something that I can work on and I can evolve within. I was very much appreciative of that time, because through that residency we did 2 exhibitions, and then that helped me transition into more of a gallery, or showing my work within a gallery aspect. And I started applying more into things and taking myself more seriously and all of that. But what I am understanding is that how I feel about art and how I feel about my own work comes into flows, and it's something that is constantly changing. I felt like at times I wanted to go more into a structured path, or I wanted to evolve into a certain direction. Uh, but I don't feel like that anymore. I feel like I'm enjoying a lot tapping into different mediums, and I'm enjoying where that brings me, and I'm enjoying the connections. At this current moment, I have transitioned into something that feels really challenging to me. I've put myself in a performance art program, which only takes about 4 months, but it is the first time that I am exploring live performance, and it feels so different. At first, it struck me with a lot of self-doubt of how I wanted to put myself out there. But until now, I've created and performed 4 different pieces, and it feels like it's something I'm not afraid of anymore, which I feel very proud of. I also tapped into theater, and I had my first theater solo piece. It was a 30-minute piece, and it was in a home theater style, which means that as a performer, you invite the audience within your own home and you perform your piece, which is basically a personal narrative story in this intimate space. And it's something that has unlocked many doors in my head, and I'm very excited to see where it takes me. But also, the performance happened last month, and I'm already feeling like mm, I felt really exposed, I felt really uncomfortable, and also anxious during the period that I needed to prepare for that. So I'm not sure if I actually want to get into it. Like, I don't know if it gets easier as I keep going, or if this anxiety will stay with me. So I'm creating this channel as a space for me to put all of these thoughts out there, and as a space to also explore all these things that I'm interested in. I love to read books, and I also love to watch movies. So I would love to introduce this as an aspect within this channel as well, maybe within video essays, or I don't know, more into creative formats. And something that I'm really excited to also share with everyone is that I've been working to bring to life a podcast. It is called Your Everyday Queer, and basically it involves me and another person sitting in a bathtub, fully clothed, and basically conversating about their path and basically unraveling how they came into expressing their queer identity or their artistic path, how they found themselves within this world and within this sphere. So I'm very excited to finally allow myself to put all of these things out there. And I'm excited if anyone wants to help along within this journey. I would like to thank you for staying with me until now, and feel free to like this video and comment down below if anything resonated with you, or if you feel like you want to share where you are within your artistic journey or self-discovery journey, so we can get to know each other a little bit more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.